All right. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Can my slides be seen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, please. We can see your screen.
Great. So good afternoon, everyone. I am Elvis Kwabnasa in Chroma, a Zindi ambassador. And today we are going to have a session where we delve into how you can compete on Zindi as an aspiring data scientist, somebody looking into data, somebody who wants to get industry experience. How do you start building your portfolio by participating in Zindi competitions? And then why do we advocate or why do we say we should partake in competitions? Why data science competitions? So today that's what our conversation is going to be about. To begin our conversation, I want us to partake in a short exercise. So in the chat box, you tell us your name and where you are joining us from. You can put any of your favorite emojis at the end. So tell us your name, where are you joining us from? Are you a university student? Are you joining us from? I know there's somebody who's joining us from Kenya here. No, tell us your name, where you are joining us from in the chat quickly before we start. Wow, Daniel is joining us from Takrady. Hi, Daniel. Great, great, great. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Wow, Takrady. Wow. Okay, Noah is joining us from Kenya. He's a computer science student. That's great. Letitia is joining us from Accra. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So today I have international people here. People are joining me from different places. Sayram is joining us from, let me see. Let me react to the post so that I see the. She's joining us from Legon. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, Sayram is a home girl. She's joining us from. Is it my Sayram? Good. Ephraim is joining us from here. Okay, okay, okay. It's my Sayram. That's nice. That's nice. Wow. Moses is joining us from University of Ghana. Great, 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 great. So today I have everybody from everywhere, and I have somebody from Kenya. That's beautiful. So today's session is going to be quite practical. I'll do some talking, I'll do some demos to see what I'm talking about. So please, at any point, if you feel I'm going too fast, kindly place your comments or what you want to see in the chat. I'll be reviewing them and then let me know. Please, those who have just joined, you are still welcome. You can still put your message in the chat where you are joining us from. So please, feel free to pause me anywhere. Today's agenda is quite brief. We are going to be looking at how you can compete on Zindi. So Zindi is Africa's fastest growing data science community and want to know how do we compete for all the money you have been seeing on Zindi. Competitions are worth thousands of dollars. How do you start? How do you even get into it? How do you onboard on the platform? So today, that's what the conversation is going to be about. I've already started welcoming you. This is the basic agenda. So look at Zindi. What have we been doing? What is Zindi at all? What is the community called Zindi? Why should you participate in data science competitions? How do you create a Zindi account? How does a competition even look like, right? You start with the data set. So I'll go over the data set overview and what is a baseline model, and then some hands-on. So that's the hands-on part, how to submit your work. Then understanding the leaderboard, how to improve upon your scores. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, how do you get learning resources on Zindi and able to get more knowledge, how to improve upon your skills. And then if you are beginning your journey in data science, about this competition, improve upon your data science skills. Be more Yeah, so I'll share my screen again. Sorry, I think it was my network. So I'll share my screen again. So I'll pick it up from where I started from. So why data science competitions? So for most of us, when we begin our learning journey in data science, we want to build our portfolio in data science. We start from, oh, let's take an online course. So you start with an online course, you get a certification. In most of those courses, you do some projects, right? And for other people, you partake in your own data analytics training. So there's a virtual training you partook, your moderator was doing something, you also follow up, you do the projects, and then you start your career from there. It is very good, but it's also essential for you to know that when you don't put your skills to use, you don't know the power of your skills or the problems your skills can solve. And so it is essential for us to participate in competition so that we know the type of problems data science is solving in our real world. And data science is a very diverse field with people who are in psychology, the medical area, sports analytics. People are solving real problems in different sectors of this world with data science. And so competitions give you that hand feel of professional experience of how data is being leveraged for good. Now, that is one of the key reasons you need to participate in a data science competition. Also, to build your portfolio, right? Just imagine a recruiter seeing your CV, and then on your CV, you have won several hackathons. Data science to solve problem across water quality, healthcare, and disease prediction, and all that things. It helps people know that you are able to translate your skills to real world impact. And so it gives you that upper hand too. And also learning, right? In our learning journey, learning never ends in data science. There are always new models which are being developed, new tools, new advanced techniques in data science. And it's in hackathons and competitions that you see the crazy things people are doing, the nice things, the new things people are doing, and to challenge you to learn and learn better. So that is why we say Zindi, and then that is why we say participate in a competition. Now, here are some of the success stories of people who have partook in one or two competitions on Zindi. So first we can see Lawrence and his comments, how from he learning the basis of data science, and then the competition open opportunity for him to sharpen his skills, and then he made his first submission on Zindi. Also, Miriam was also there. She said how Zindi has helped her in the data science journey, in the data science world, develop her skills, and also build confidence. So building confidence is one thing that is really helped, or it really helps you when it comes to participating in competitions, building your portfolio. It helps you build confidence as somebody who is looking to getting into data. So competitions are very good. And that is why I felt as an ambassador, let me talk about this today and share with others why we need to participate in data science competitions. Please, you don't need to be a beginner and expert to participate. If you're a beginner, you can also do it from your end. So please never look down yourself. So this is a snapshot of the Zindi platform. I'll go into it personally for you to see a quick demo. So for now, let's just have an overview of it. So this is the platform. From when Zindi was established to date, we have launched over 150 competitions and hackathons. We have up to 2,000 data scientists competing on each competition, and there are over 300,000 US dollars worth in prizes, which are paid to data scientists who win these competitions, who come up as first runner-up, second runner-up, and they have their prizes too. And we are the largest Pan-African we hosted the largest Pan-African virtual hackathon ever, which brought about over 1,000 university students from 126 universities. Our model is in 3 parts. So on the Zindi platform, you learn, there are job opportunities, and there are challenges. Challenges is what I call the hackathons or the competitions. So learning. On the Zindi platform, you can take online courses there to help you build your portfolio, evaluate your skills, and then also there's a section on jobs. So today I'll walk you through the platform where you can get placed in high quality jobs as a data scientist, a data analyst, or a data engineer. But more importantly, we value community. So as Zindi platform gives us the opportunity to connect with people from different aspects in Africa or the world. No matter where you are, the platform brings us into that small global village, right? So you see job opportunities, you learn, you participate in competition, and then you're able to connect with people who are also in the data world, professionals, get help and things and like that. And also we help companies solve pressing data problems with machine learning so that they can also get talent they need to solve their problems in their own domains. So Zindi is doing that great work, and then that's what we do. So in the aspect of learning, you can grow your skills. So there are workers to all those aspects. You can build your portfolio, your profile. So when you build your profile, that's when you can start competing. So you build your profile, tell us who you are, the skills you have, and then participate in a competition and win real money, right? Then flyer for the event, from first model to your first earning. You can make money from winning data science competitions. And that's what we do as Zindi, right? We bring money to you, right? Now, to start, I will now switch to the Zindi platform to let us see everything I mentioned, and then I'll come back to my slides and show us how the competition looks like. So I'll share my screen again. Give me a few minutes. Yeah. So there's the Zindi platform. Let me go back. If you can see my screen, kindly show some emojis and let me know that you can see my screen. Kindly let me know with some reactions. All right. Thank you very much. So now this is the platform, right? It is the website link is zindi.africa. So when you enter, you see our platform. So compete, jobs, learn, chat, leaderboard, more. So there are more things here. Right. Now, this same platform is showing us what I mentioned earlier. So when it comes to the Zindi, I have already built my profile. So you can come here and create your profile, right? You give yourself your name, what you do, you can upload your CV, and then, so if I want to edit, there's the profile, growth. You add all your personal info, what you do, your portfolio link, and everything here. When you are done, you save it, right? So that is it about the profile. So anytime you create a Zindi account, we ask to build your profile. Now, the first part is compete. So today our conversation will be centering here to compete. So these are some open challenges, some open competitions on Zindi. The deadline, what the competition is about, and we are seeing the money here, right? So when you win this competition, the money, the price tag on it, 10,000 US dollars. And please, you can see the other money. Please, all this money is real. I beg you, it's not fake. People are earning this money when they win competitions. So please, that's one of the things we are doing as Zindi. So Zindi places these competitions here, and then we see them at compete. Also, you can see past competitions people have partook in. So you can see old competitions, and then you can practice to also help you build portfolio and then challenge yourself to do more. So that is it about the old side. Now, the next section here is jobs, right? Let me zoom in a bit. All right, let me zoom in a bit so that people can see more. So that was compete. Now, jobs. So when you come to jobs, you see there are 29 jobs here so far. And then the name of the jobs, junior data scientist, data analyst, all those things are here. So let's say you want to narrow down. So you choose the job. Let's say you want 1 or 2 years experience. So you can see the job here, right? The location, the company, is it in Ghana? Is it in Nigeria? Everything is here for you. And then the employment type. Is it going to be contract? Is it a full-time job? Everything is here for you. So there's a contract, full-time, part-time. Is it an internship? So all these things are here for you. And also learn. So on the Zindi platform too, you can learn other courses. So what do you want to learn? Do you want to learn about responsible data management? When you come here too, it narrows it down for you. Do you want to learn about data engineering? When you click on it, you see the training here. Do you want to learn about computer vision, data science, data analytics, model optimization? Everything you want to learn is on the platform for you. Do you want to take it from the beginner level? Do you want to go intermediate? Everything is here. So on the Zindi platform, that's what you do. You get the opportunity to learn and build your skills. Now, during my presentation, I mentioned that it also connects you, right? So on the platform, you can chat with people who are also on Zindi. So let's say I want to connect to, let me see, one of our participants. Let's say Noah. Noah is on the session today. Noah is from Kenya. So if I want to connect to Noah and I know Noah on Zindi, I can come and test Noah. Hello, Noah, I'm participating in this competition. Do you want us to form a team to participate in the hackathon? Everything is here. So you can chat with people too on Zindi. Now there's a leaderboard. So the overall Zindi platform, there's a leaderboard which shows how much progress people are doing in terms of points. So people get points for competitions they partake in, for courses they take, and then you see how long they have been on the Zindi platform and the points they have. So this is a public dashboard which shows, and then you can narrow it down to your country, and even set users. So Zindi really makes data science learning very, very great. And there are other things here you can also check. So that's the Zindi platform. After the session, I'll send us a link so that if you're interested in joining or creating an account, which I will encourage you to do, create an account and then you can start competing. You can come on board and then we can start participating in competitions here at Zindi. So I'll switch back to my slides and then we'll pick it up from there. We'll continue from what I was talking about. Now, give me a few minutes. Okay. Now, the next thing I was coming to speak about was competitions, right? Before you start coming, let me go back. All right, so I'll share my screen again for us to see. So before you start any competition on Zindi, there are some things you have to know, right? And that's what I'm coming to talk about at the next session. So this is the main workshop content. So there's a format of competitions on Zindi, right? So I want you to understand how the competitions work. So first of all, there's a problem description, which tells you what's the problem we are trying to solve. Is it in healthcare? Is it in agriculture? What is the nature of the problem? Is it a prediction problem? Is it a classification, right? What data science technique do you think can help, right? They also mentioned the data sets. So how is our data sets looking like? Is it a diabetes problem? Is it a problem on water? Is it anything is there? And then we tell you the evaluation metric. So in our normal data science workflow, it's these metrics which help us know how well the model is performing or how well is the problem being solved, right? So if it's classification, so is it an ROC? Is it prediction? Are we using accuracy? Are we using precision? What are we using as our evaluation metric? And also your submission format. So are you submitting the Jupyter notebook? Are you submitting CSV? What are you submitting? And then finally you see the leaderboard of how well your metric is doing. So if your accuracy score is 80% and somebody is 89, you see the person higher than you on the leaderboard, right? Is the person lower than you? What score did the person get for their metric? So Zindi helps you know by seeing how you are performing in terms of that leaderboard. And then also the rules. So for some competitions, everybody can partake in. For some competitions, they are segmented based on geographic location. So maybe it's for only Ghanaians, only for Nigerians. So all these things are there, and then Zindi helps you with that. Now, under the data sets, for most competitions, they'll give you the training data set, the test data set. I know most of us will know this, but in data science, when we are doing our model training, we split our data sets into training and test data sets. We train our model on the training data set, and then we validate or see how well it's performing with the test data set. Which variable is the target variable? That's the variable we want to predict, we want to classify. Are you classifying severity of accident into less severe, more severe, moderate? That's classification. Now, if our target variable is numeric, we want to check a quantified value. Let's say we want to predict prices, right? In predicting prices, we tell you that the target variable or the column we are interested in is the price column. And then which ones are the features, the columns of interest? These are things we'll give you. So for a normal competition, all these things are provided by Zindi. And then they provide another thing we call baseline models, right? So in most competitions, there's a Jupyter notebook given to you. There's a notebook given to you. Now with that notebook, you are able to first of all, you are able to see how they started the model. So some use a simple logistic regression model, and then they calculate the evaluation metrics. So they calculate the accuracy is this and this and this. So it's a simple starting model. It has not been optimized, and it helps you understand the problem. Now, for you as a data scientist or data analyst, yours is to improve upon the model. So in the hackathon, the best person who is able to improve the model based on the evaluation metric is the person who gets to win the competition. So sometimes people are confused. They have a better accuracy score, but why are they not winning? No, it's not about your accuracy score. The competition gives you a criteria. So sometimes they see that they are using mean square error as the evaluation metric. So now somebody who has a lower mean square error, I mean, if they are saying mean square error and they want the lowest, that person wins. If they want the highest mean square error, that person also wins. So it depends on what they want, and then you are able to tweak or solve your problem based on that. So the person is able to optimize. Now, optimization, we have different techniques. I'll speak about a few of them in the next couple of slides. So how are you able to improve upon the performance of the model? You are the one who gets to win, right? Now let's see some examples of some models there. So we have We have some models such as the logistic regression. We have some models such as random forest, and then we can do hyperparameter tuning with XGBoost. So we have different models using data science, and then based on your baseline model, you can combine these models to improve upon your accuracy score. So I'll walk us through a basic competition, how it looks like, and then we'll come to our slides to look at how you can submit it. So please stay with me and give me a few minutes. Let me go to the platform. All right. So yeah, I'm back to Zindi now. If you can see my screen, kindly show me some reactions, some emojis to let me know that you can see my screen. Great, 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 great. A lot of people are following. Great. So please pay close attention. So when I come to compete, right? When I click on compete on the Zindi platform, I have zoomed in, so I'm sure most of you can see now. They have said that 6 challenges are open. So 6 challenges are like active now. People are participating in these 6 challenges. So but let's say you're a beginner. So a beginner, you want to now learn how this already look like. So let's say for you, you want to begin with a simple hackathon people have done already to practice. So let's say you come to urban heat challenge. So let's say practice. You want to practice, right? You learn more about the challenge. So for each challenge, the rules are there, right? What I mentioned already. So this competition is in partnership with the company. You have to be proficient in English. You have to be of legal age in your country of residence. And then they tell you the criteria they want. Everything they want is here. Everything is down here, down here, down here. You read more about it, right? Now, I want to go to the part of the team formation. So for some of the competitions, you can form teams. Let's say a team of 4. Then all of you participate and then submit your codes to see who wins, right? When you win, the money is all yours. All of you get to share the money. Now, there are also some rules. So some of them, when you disobey the rules, there is an offense for you. And then you can monitor how well you are doing. So every minute, every hour, the person who is giving their submissions, the platform is updating. So who is leading the leaderboard? So you have to always up your game. You have to improve upon your model because with time, people are doing well. So you have to improve. So there's a common challenge. So this is the issue. Can you use geospatial data to categorize UHI intensity? So you come and read more about the competition. What is UHI at all? So urban heat island identification. So you read more about the challenge, about who is doing the challenge, and then the evaluation metric. So you see for this competition, the metric for evaluation is the what? F1 score. Can somebody tell me what the F1 score is? Anybody on the call? What is F1 score? Evaluation metric. F1 score in data science. What does the F1 score do, or what is the F1 score? Please, you can unmute and speak. Should I mention names? I don't want to mention names. So please, what is the F1 score? F1 score, F1 score, F1 score. Is anyone speaking? All right. So let me imagine that my people are shy. So when I click on the tab, they'll show you like what the F1 score is about. So let me share my screen to that page to get us to see. So right. So here are some metrics they use. So, Zindi metrics. So how to use F1 score, right? When you come here, you see how F1 is calculated. So it's a mean. It's a type of mean, right? It's a harmonic mean of the precision and recall. So 2 times precision and recall over the sum of precision and recall. Let me zoom in so that we can see. So this is the formula for F1 score. So for your model, this is particularly used in machine learning project. So for your model, this is what they are going to be using to evaluate the performance of the model. So they tell you more things about F1 score. So F1 score provides a better representation of model effectiveness by considering both precision and recall, which are crucial in imbalanced situations. So F1 score is the metric used in this particular competition. So now I'm back to the competition. So that's it, the Urban Heat Island competition. Let me zoom out again. So here we have learned about the competition. Now, the next thing is data sets. So you have seen the competition ends in 16 January, which has passed. So more about the data sets. So the data was collected by CPA strategies using sensors on cars and bicycles. So they've told you the classes. So it's a classification problem. They want you to classify it into low, medium, and then high. Then they tell you combine these data sets and then predict the classes, whether it's low, medium, or high for new locations in Freetown, Sierra Leone. So these are your data sets. So this is the beginner notebook. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen it. So they give you a beginning notebook for you to start, and then the other notebooks are here. Your data sets are all here. You download, and then you can begin competing. So there's a chart. Every competition has a chart. For example, you are facing a challenge. You are not understanding a particular column. What does it do or what doesn't it do? You can chat here, ask the organizers, ask people about how to go about it, and people are always ready to advise you. Now, this is a private leaderboard. So a private leaderboard is a leaderboard for the competition. Who is doing so well, right? So this person has a better score. Somebody had 1. He submitted 110 times. So when you are participating in the competition, you have most of the times unlimited submissions. So let's say you do this, and you have a score of 0.8 for your F1. Maybe you feel you can do better. So you can still do many submissions until you get a higher score, right? So you can see what people have done, how the leaderboard is looking like, who is leading. People have formed a team. So you see somebody and somebody formed a team. So you can form a team, be individual, and also do that. So actually, I have not formed a team yet. So I can create a team and then ask somebody for their ID on their profile on Zindi, and also add them so that we all compete together. So that's an overview of a competition. So there's a competition which has already passed. I'll go back and look for another current competition. So there's a Ghana competition, so helping Ghana, UNIDO Africa Price Quality Assessment Challenge. So can your computer vision model assess rice quality for Ghanaian farmers? So the sponsors of the competition are here, and then you can read more about the data sets, right? So here they've given us the structure already, the target variables, the columns, the files. So you can download all the files, the data dictionary, which is a file which tells you about the columns and everything. That is like the metadata. So everything is here for you. If you have any challenge, you can raise your concern, and then you can compete. So Zindi makes it very, very unique, very exciting to participate in a data science competition. To those who are also joining now, please feel free to ask your questions in the chat as we continue our presentation. Now, I'll go back to the slide, right? So that's what I've done already. I showed us how the platform works, how you can get your data sets, how you can train your model. And now the next thing is about submitting your work. So most competitions, they have metrics for you to submit, ways for you to submit. So some of them will tell you to upload the CSV and then your Jupyter notebook, and then you are able to submit. When you submit, you view your leaderboard for your score, how well you are doing. Do you feel you can do better? Why not do it before the competition ends? Now, we have 2 types of leaderboards on Zindi, right? First, we have a public leaderboard. So that's what I showed us at first. Let me go back to Zindi. Okay, share this tab. All right, so let me go to Zindi again. Now, on the main Zindi platform, I'm sure we can see my screen. When you come to leaderboard, this is the whole Africa. How well people are doing in terms of points. How well are they performing, right? So how well people are doing, right, in terms of points. So let's say this person has partaking in different competitions. They've done so many submissions. They've taken online courses of Zindi, which have scores for them. So they have a higher score when it comes to the whole of Africa. So you can see the score the particular person has on Zindi. Now we have the private leaderboard. So the private leaderboard is for the competition, right? The competition you are participating right now, who is leading? So let me take an old competition to show. Let me do another competition here. So before the deadline, you can see leaderboard, right? Who is leading? Who is doing so well? So you can see the score of the person, the number of submissions the person did. So all these things help you know. So this is a private leaderboard for that particular competition, and then the public leaderboard of how overview people are doing on the Zindi platform. So all these things gone a long way to help us. So now back to our slide. Let me share our slide again. So right now, scores can change. That's one thing I want to highlight. So as you are participating in a competition, you can do your model training, model evaluation, and then you have a lower score. You submit, you do another submission, and you get a higher score. Your scores can be changing. As long as the deadline is not up, you can seek to improve and improve and improve so that you go higher on the leaderboard. Also, if you're a beginner, one thing I advise is that you don't really focus too much on the ranks. Yours is to learn more techniques, learn how you can improve upon your models. So that with time you get better on the Zindi platform. You know how to do some model, some combining some new models. You know how to do some ensemble methods. They help you improve upon your model, your data science skills, so that you do better in future competitions. Also, for those of us who are in the competition and are focusing on models, we want to look at how we can improve upon our models, right? You want to improve upon your model score. And at this side of my presentation, I want to talk about it. So one thing you can do is to improve upon your feature engineering. Now, feature engineering is, your features are your columns, right? So you want to know which ones help you in predicting the model better. You want to select the features which you think is important in predicting the model. So feature selection and feature extraction is what makes up feature engineering. So you can engineer features, you can improve upon features. They can help you engineer your models and even improve your model evaluation metric. Now, another method is also to use better models, right? Nowadays, more models are developed every time. So most of the times you can use random forest. Your model is performing better on random forest as compared to logistic regression, or let's say you're using a decision tree or something. Or let's say you want to combine with more CNN or different or more complex models. You are fine to change models. Also, you can do cross-validation, right? Separating the data into different samples and then running cross-validation to help you improve upon your model evaluation metric. Also, in the field of commenting, so if you want to talk to people who are participating in the competition, when you chat them, sometimes some people give you hints that, oh, okay, this and this help you better. So you can learn or read from discussion forums. You can also learn from other competition notebooks. So you can learn more about that using that technique. So you are able to improve upon your evaluation metric. Also, on Zindi, I mentioned earlier that Zindi gives you the opportunity to learn. Now, to do this, I'll demo something for you. So let's say you want to learn about healthcare analytics. You know, data science is broad, and sometimes you're encouraged to either specialize in a particular domain. So let's say I want to learn a course on healthcare. So let me share my screen again. So I've come to the Zindi platform, and I search for health, right? When I search for health, it will tell me particular health competitions which are there. Particular health courses which are there on the platform. So if there's a course on health, I can now, let me clear off filters. Let me refresh. All right, so let me search for health. So in a particular course on health, so yeah, so this is the course on health, data analytics for climate and health. You can learn the course, get your certification, you see the points you get for the course, 500 points, and then you up your game. Do you want to learn about climate? Do you want to learn about data engineering? Everything is here on the platform. And as Zindi, we are also expanding so that we can get more courses on the platform. Also, tutorials. So if you want to learn other tutorials which will help you improve upon your skills, there are some videos here which can help you up your game. You want to learn how people won particular competitions, everything is here for you. So back to the slide. So you can learn on Zindi, participate in beginner competitions. So please, on the same platform, when I went to compete, I should have highlighted something. So we have types of competitions. There are competitions that beginners can partake in. If you are somebody who is starting, you might feel, oh, you don't want to participate in tough competitions because you feel you're not ready. Don't worry at all. Zindi has got you. So here are some beginner competitions so you can partake in to help you improve upon your skills and build confidence for more tougher competitions. And this is one of the great things Zindi does to help you improve upon your data skills. Also, learn from others. So you can learn from community discussions and people's notebooks they've used to win competitions also. Now, what is my advice for you as an ambassador? As a Zindi ambassador, I will say that if you are beginning your portfolio or your career in data science, start small, right? Look at Zindi notebooks, build personal projects, participate in competitions, hackathons. They are always around us, not even only on Zindi. In Ghana, the hackathon industry is now booming. People are doing more hackathons. Healthcare, agri, participate in one, form a team, participate in research and internships. And these things will help you appreciate data science more and you're able to put your skills into good use. So that's one of the things which help us a lot as people who want to begin. Now, here are some key takeaways for today's session. Practice is more important than theory. Yes, you have taken so many courses on Data Camp, on Udemy, on Coursera. Get yourself practicing. How do you do that? Competitions help you grow faster. So please participate in competitions. Also, in your learning journey, community is very important. You don't know what somebody knows, and then you don't know what somebody will tell you, which will make your learning journey easier. So please join communities, and Zindi is one of them. Ask questions, test people, email people, and you don't know where your next job or your next opportunity will come from. And also take note, everybody started as a beginner. Even for me, I even still call myself a beginner. So you can start from somewhere, and surely with consistency, you can improve upon yourself. Do you want to onboard on Zindi? I'll send you a link for you to participate. After you have, I think I have your email, so I'll send it to you so I can sign up on Zindi. At this point, if you have any questions, kindly feel free to unmute and then you can ask. Also, if you're a shy person like me, please you can ask your question in the chat. So please feel free and then
Hello, Elvis.
ask. So before I take my I'm coming. I'm coming. Is this Moses?
Yes, yeah, this is Moses.
Yeah, Moses, please let me take Letitia's question. I think she has written a question in the chat.
All right.
All right. So Letitia, great question. Thank you for asking me. Most of the courses, let me share my screen. Most of the courses are free, right? So let me go to one of the courses. Even one of the courses, I'm taking them now. This one, the course on data analytics. So it will show you the course, what do you learn, like what do you learn every week. So this course like this is free for you to take. Zindi will show you the link. Sometimes it's not only on Zindi, the course is on data.org or Udemy or something. So you can go and take the course, come and get your certificate, you get your points and all of that. Also, some of the courses are paid, right? Now, in this same course platform, you see that there's a filter which tells you the beginner level, the difficulty level of the course, some skills you learn, and then for the provided of the courses, right? So some of the Microsoft courses there are not free. Some of the courses are paid. For example, the certifications, right? If you want to be an Azure data scientist with Zindi, some of these courses you have to pay for them, and then that's one thing you have to know. So please, kindly take note on that. So it has both free and paid courses. I hope I've answered your question on that.
Yes.
Hello. All right. Thank you very much, Letitia. Mr. Moses, please, you can ask your question.
Yeah, Mr. Like I was about to ask the same question, so I'm okay. I'm okay for now.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Please, any other questions? You can feel free to unmute. You can text in the chat. Ask me any question, any part of the presentation you didn't get, anything you want clarification on, anything. Please, feel free to reach out. My friend from Kenya, have I sorted you out today, or you have some questions for me? Hello, I think your line is slow. Your volume is slow.
Okay, I'm saying that I think I've covered everything.
All right, so please, I want to see you competing.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll reach out late. I think I will look for you. Some guidance.
All right. All right. Feel free. I'm very active on LinkedIn, so you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll share my more about me very soon. My LinkedIn, let me place it in the chat. So my LinkedIn, I'm coming. So the link to my LinkedIn profile is here. Let me place it in the chat. You can feel free to reach out to me, to test me, with this and this. And then you can post about the event too. You attended this event, I said this and this and this. Feel free to tag me in case you post me during the week about attending this event. You can test me about that. And I'll also repost and I'll tell you thank you for joining. So please feel free. Andy said great presentation. Thank you, Andy. I'm humbled. Now every month I'll be having a session. So right now we are planning a machine learning bootcamp next month, in partnership with the UGAS Data Science Club. So we are cooking some things. So please, you hear from me more. We'll be doing bigger things soon. But thank you for the comment also. Please, any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions?
Hello, Elvis.
Yes,
so
please.
During your presentation, there was a part where you were like, if let's say the competition gives you a particular model to work on. So like you use the F1 score, for example, right?
Yeah.
And you also said something about trying other different modules. So does it mean that you can upload your you can submit your answers on that particular module, but then you can also explore other modules if it works for you?
All right. Thank you for the question, Letitia. So for most of the things, what you need to know is that when they give you the first Jupyter notebook, there's, let's say, one model they've used. But the main focus for every competition is the evaluation metric. So are they using F1 score? Are they using precision? Are they using mean square error? Now, when you learn this, your aim now is to combine any possible model. If they've not given you restriction, right? If it's a classification problem, you know the models you want to use. Do you want to do hyperparameter tuning? So you can do all those things. But the main essence is that for the score they want you to improve upon it. So whether you combine one or two models, 3 models, whether you want to try different models, whether you want to even create your own model to solve the issue, the more important thing to them is improving upon the evaluation metric. Because remember, in data science, sometimes if it's a prediction problem, we want to get accuracy, we want to get more accurate answers. Because in some industry, accuracy is very, very important. Like when you're dealing with money, you don't want to be doing wrong transactions, because anything wrong can cause a lot of financial losses, right? In some places too, precision is more good, right? So in these competitions, they want you to improve upon the evaluation metric. So they might not necessarily restrict you on one model to use, but to improve your model, I said that you can combine one or two, you can do feature engineering, and also explore ways like cross-validation to help you improve upon your model performance. I hope I've answered you.
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So please, any other questions? Any other questions? Any suggestions? Please feel free to unmute and speak. To those who join late, and don't worry at all, the session is being recorded. I'll upload it to my YouTube channel and share it again during the week, possibly. So please kindly take note on that. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Please feel free to reach out to. Don't be shy. Feel free. Right. So feel free to reach out. No questions. Nobody has any question. Let me check the chat. All right. So I think there are no questions again. There are no questions. Okay. So there are no questions. So thank you all for joining today's session. I would like to introduce myself at the end because that's what I like doing a lot. So my name is Elvis. University of Ghana. I studied the combined major of computer science and statistics. I am doing my national service at the Department of Statistics as a teaching and research assistant. So I'm sure maybe one or two of my students will be here. Please, if you are my students here, let me see. I'm sure one or two of my students will be here. So yeah, that's it, by the way. Yeah, somebody has raised their hands. Great. Let me see the name. 50. Interesting. One of my students are here. So yeah, so I'm a teaching and research assistant at the Department of Statistics as part of my national service. I work part-time for a company called Green Energy Transitions Africa. It's called Data Solutions. So it's a business consulting firm which is into green energy and energy transition. So that is some of the work I do there. I work remotely there part-time during the week, but yeah, I work there too. And I am somebody who talks about data science, analytics. Nowadays, I'm even learning more in branching towards into agentic analytics and agentic AI too. So that's one thing about me. If you need any guidance, any questions, any mentorship, I'm trying to establish my mentorship area more better. So I'm trying to improve. So please feel free to reach out. And please, one fun fact about me is I'm a proud Barcelona fan from birth. And I can say without doubt that I'm supporting the best team in the world. And no arguments. So please, that's what you have to, that's something small about me. And then I was your presenter for today's session. Thank you all very much for joining. Hey, please, who is laughing at me? Please, it's Barcelona. Barcelona is the only team. Barcelona is the only team. So please, thank you all for joining today's session. A final call. If you have any question, kindly let me know. If not, thank you all for joining today's session. Have a great weekend. And then, so we have another session